Hi everyone, Steve here from Steve's Customize and Engrave, coming to you from Davenport, Florida. Today we're here to do the unboxing and setup of the Refinecolor RF-TS2 printer. Now, I've worked with sublimation, I've worked with screen printing, and I've worked with DTG white toner. I'm really excited to see what this printer will do. So let's get to it. Alright, so here's the crate for the Refinecolor RF-TS2. I opened up the latches, we opened this up, and lo and behold is the printer. Alright, let's get unboxing. Alright, so as you see inside here, this wood is holding the printer in. Screw here, and then there'll be a screw on the other side. So go ahead and we'll take those off. And then what I like to do is I'm going to take the screws off the hinges, and then I'm going to take the screws off these corner plates. There's 4 of them. And then we'll go ahead and take these panels off, and then we'll be able to lift the printer with somebody onto its table. Alright, wood is gone. I loosened up those clamps, and I'm going to go ahead and start removing the sides here. Alright, so now here's the printer with all 4 sides removed. And now I'm going to go ahead, get my son, and we're going to go ahead and lift it off this thing and get it on a cart. Okay, here is the Refinecolor RF-TS2 unboxed and sitting on top of my counter. I'll just give you a quick look at the front. We'll go ahead and open this lid. Give you a view over the top. And we'll go ahead to the back. And here's a view of the rear. Pardon my cord. Alright, we'll get to some measurements now. The printer is 30 inches wide, and the printer is 23 inches deep. Now that's just the printer body, that doesn't count the tray. And the height of the printer is just under 19 inches. And the other measurement from foot to foot is about 17 inches deep, and it is 30 inches wide. So when you're getting your table, 17 inches by 30 inches is what you'll need. So another consideration when you're putting your printer on a table, make sure you leave at least 6 inches from the wall so the tray can move in and out effectively. Now you unpack your accessory box and your ink, and this is what you'll have to use. Okay, most of the parts you won't use, they're spare parts, and in case you have to flush the lines. So most of this you won't use, but obviously you'll use the ink, the plug, the Ethernet cable, and you'll use the screwdriver, and the owner's manual is there as well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this, so this way the ink carriage can move. So we'll go ahead and take this screw off. Alright, now we took that off. Now you should be able to move this left and right with no issues. Good. Then we're going to go ahead and take the tape off the front here, 3 pieces. So let's go ahead and get this removed. This tape is just like duct tape, in case you're wondering. So it is a heavy tape. If you get any residue like here, that'll come up with some Goo Gone or something similar. Alright, that's the front. Let's go to the back. Alright, now from the back of the machine, we're going to remove these three pieces. Alright, tape is off on the back. Now with the tape removed front and back, you should be able to slide this in and out like so. Perfect. Alright, so with the lid open, I'm going to go ahead and bring the Ethernet cable in through this hole into the machine like so. So in from the back, the Ethernet cable, and that plugs into here. So I'm going to go ahead, take that. Alright, and that's plugged in. Now I'll go ahead and shut this. And there's the Ethernet cable coming out the back. Alright, from the back of the machine, we're going to go ahead and put our plug in. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Alright, and we're going to turn the switch on. Like so. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. Power switch is already on. We're going to turn this. And that's going to wake up the system here. Okay. Now it's up and running. Now we're going to go ahead and check some of the controls here. So we're going to go in and out. That was in. There's out. There's down. There's up. Okay. Going to go down. Going to go left. Left. And we're going to go right. Let's make sure it looks good. And then to return it to the home position, we'll go ahead and use the lock button. Alright, let's get the software loaded next. Okay, what we need to do here is assign a static IP address so the printer can talk to the computer. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on my network icon. I'm going to open up network and internet settings. I'm going to scroll down until I see change adapter options. Okay, I'm not working with the Wi-Fi, I want the Ethernet. So I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to go into properties. Now we're going to assign a static IP using TCP IP version 4. So I'm going to double click that. And the IP address we're going to use is 192.168.127.11. Okay? 255, 255, 255.0 is correct. I put the gateway in. It's not necessarily required. So it's 192, 168, 127.1, and the DNS would be the exact same number. So let me go ahead and key that in correctly. 192, 168, 127.1. Okay, and we're gonna hit OK, and OK, and it's gonna connect. There you go. Alright, I went ahead and plugged in the USB drive that came with the machine. So here we have TS1, TS2 English. Click into that. Now I'm going to be using Print EXP. I'm not going to be using the barcode function in the app at this point. So I'm going to use not with the code scanning function for now. So in here you have the user manual, the Print EXP software. In this photo one has the color flag for testing, a calibration line, and a positioning line. I recommend copying it to your desktop. This way if you ever want to take the USB drive out, you can. So I already put mine here. Alright, and then in here some other videos about the machine here. Alright, so we go ahead, go into Print EXP. Then we go ahead and click into here, and then we get to the Welcome Print EXP Setup Wizard. I'm going to go ahead and hit Next. I'm going to install. Now if you plan on using the barcode on the machine and using the app to print from, in that other folder is another program to use that will accomplish that for you. But if you just want Print EXP, this would be the way to go. At some point I will use it, and then I'll shoot another video with that. Alright, software is installed. You can see the icon there. Alright, at this point I'm not going to launch yet because I'm going to go ahead and put the ink in. So I'm going to uncheck that, hit finish, and let's go put ink in. Now before you install, make sure you unzip the Print EXP. Okay? You can extract all or use your unzip program. And unzip it, click into the folder, and then you can start the install from there. So now during your install of the software, you may have to install Visual Studio as well. So just go ahead and click on Next, Next, and we'll let that run. And once that's done installing, you'll be able to run Print EXP. Alright, I went ahead and took the textile ink out of the plastic. So as you can see, we're working with 5 colors here: white, magenta, cyan, yellow, and black. So if you open this up, you're going to have to cut the little foil out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those out real quick. Now before we put our ink in, make sure give them all a good shake. Alright, you got to shake the ink, and then you'll see here the colors correspond here: white, black, magenta, cyan, yellow. This is empty, not used. See? So it's just a space filler. You don't have to worry about that. It's just an extra bottle. Okay, and you have your colors. So one at a time, we're going to go ahead and fill them up. So I went ahead and opened up Print EXP now, and it'll open up like this. So what I did is I went into RIP. What you're going to want to do is go into Menu and Canvas Settings, and go ahead and put your canvas sizes. I measured the printable area, 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters. By default, it's like 1 by 1 millimeter. So you're going to have to go ahead and set your canvas size. So go ahead and do that. We're going to hit OK. Then I'm going to go ahead into Settings, and we're going to go ahead and load ink for 30 seconds. Okay, so that was 30 seconds. All right, gotta wait a few seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and just load it for 5 seconds more. All right, now we'll go ahead and get ready to do the color flag. So now when you're done loading the ink, you'll see here you have 2 pools of ink. So I'll shake a little bit. So full of white and then full of colored ink. So that's what you should see after you're done loading the ink. Alright, now that the ink is loaded and we have plenty of ink in the head, let's go ahead and we're going to do one cleaning. Press the clean button here. Alright, cleaning's complete. Now I just want to show you something real quick. So you have left, moves it left, then you have right. Now right brings it back, but it's not in the lock position, so you're not protecting the print head right now. So always press the lock button. Right will bring it right, but you have to push lock. And you'll see it brings it all the way over. So just a tip. Now I went ahead and taped a piece of paper to the bed, and I made sure my print head is about 2 millimeters off the paper. That looks good. So I'm going to return this to home, and I'm going to go ahead and do a nozzle check. So I'm going to push nozzle, and we'll see how the ink head is performing. Alright, so as you can see here, very few lines missing. Less than 10 is perfect, so that is amazing. So ink is loaded, ink head is performing right. We're going to go ahead and do the color flag next. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and print the test flag. So we're going to go into RIP, import. We're going to import the color flag. The size it is fine. We're going to hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and position it on the bed. I'm going to hit print, and we'll use 8-pass, and we'll go print. And there's your color flag. Alright, setup complete. Alright, just another point of interest here. Alright, spot color here, this setting. Now here's one thing. If you're printing on something white, you don't have to add white. So setting this to none is appropriate. If you're printing on something other than white, like black or anything that's just not white, you have to change this to spot. Okay? So if you're printing on something dark, you have to add the white channel in Photoshop before you print. If you're printing on something white, you don't have to add the spot channel, and make sure this is set to none. So I hope that helps. Welcome back. As you can see, setting up the Refinecolor TS2 direct-to-garment printer is pretty easy and straightforward. Just follow the directions closely. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're going to be in the Central Florida area and you want a demo of this machine, go ahead and email me at steven@customizeandengrave.com, and go ahead and visit the website. And if you're interested in buying one of these printers, go ahead and check that out also. So, and as always, thanks for watching.